Hello students, in previous lecture we have seen examples on group. For your better understanding, we will see again some examples. So let's see example. Show that u of 10 forms a group under multiplication modulo 10 under multiplication modulo 10. So means to show that u of 10 forms a group under multiplication. So let's prepare composition table under multiplication model 10. Before that we'll see u of 10. What is u of n? So we know that u of n is units in n, the number which belongs to a belongs to set of natural numbers such that a should be less than n and GCD of a and n is equal to 1. So that are the number in u of n. So here u of 10. So u of 10 has number which are relatively prime to 10, means the number whose GCD with 10 is 1. So the number are 1 and 10 has GCD 1. Next I will take 3 and 10 has GCD 1. Next I will take 7 and 10 GCD 1, because here if I take 5, then 5 and 10 has GCD 5. If I take 6 and 10 has GCD 2. So the number in u of 10 which are relatively prime to 10, so the numbers are 1, 3, 7. Next is 9 and 10 has GCD 1. So u of 10 has number 1, 3, 7 and 9. So there are 4 numbers in u of 10. So u of n is a belongs to natural number such that a is less than n and GCD of a and n should be 1. Now let's prepare the composition table under multiplication modulo 10. So now prepare the composition table. So here multiplication modulo 10 operation. So total u of 10 has 4 elements, so which are 1, 3, 7, 9. 1, 3, 7, 9. So here multiplication and apply modulo 10 operation. So 1 into 1, 1 into 3, 1 into 7, 1 into 9, 9. Next 3 into 1, 3 into 3, 9, 3 into 7, 27. Now 27 when divided by 10, means when divided by 10, then what is the remainder? So I will take question 2. So remainder is 7. So here 7. Next 3 into 9, 7 into 3, 7 into 3 which is 21. When divided by 10, then quotient is 2 plus remainder is 1. So here is 1. Now 3 into 9, 27. When divided by 10, then what will be the quotient? Quotient is 2 and remainder is 7. So this is 7. Next 7 into 1, 7 into 3, 21. 21 when divided by 10, then quotient is 2 and remainder is 1. So 1 is the remainder. Now 7 into 7, 49. So 49 is divided by 10. Then take quotient. I will take quotient 4, because if I take 3, then multiplication of these two is 30 and here 49 and the quotient will be 19, right? So here 10 into 3, then the remainder which is greater than 3, but we know that division algorithm 0 always less than equal or less than a, so remainder should be less than a. So here I will take quotient 4, right? So in this case I will get remainder 9. So here is 9. Next 7 into 9, 63. 63 when divided by 10, I will take quotient 6. So remainder will be 3. So 9 into 1, 9. 9 into 3, 9 into 3, 27. Remainder will be 7. Now 9 into 7, 63 when divided by 10, remainder is 3. Next 9 into 9, 81 when divided by 10. So I will take quotient 8 and remainder 1. So this is the composition table of U of 10 under multiplication modulo 10. So here in this composition table, we see that every entries in the table which is from U of 10 means what? First closeness property satisfied, means if we take any two elements from U of 10, then under multiplication operation you will get every element in this table will again from U of 10. Next composition table, so in next property is associativity, means for any three element we get, so here we have to check it forms group or not, right? So note that the multiplication is commutative and associative on U of 10, and the identity element is again exist in this composition table. So we see that every entries from composition table are from U of 10, means after taking composition table, so the multiplication operation is multiplication. So 1 into 1, 1, 1 into 3, 3, 1 into 7, 7, means after taking composition we get all the entries 1, 3, 7, 9. So this all the entries which is from U of 10, means what? The multiplication under U of n is which is closed. Therefore U of n is closed under multiplication, right? Now second, associativity. Now here in U of n, associativity always hold. So in U of n, associativity, or U of n directly I will say U of n is associative. For if, because I will take any three elements, so for A, B, C belongs to U of 10, then A into B into C, which is same as A into B into C, because here if I take one, or suppose in this I will take three elements 1, 3, 7, then 1 into 3 into 7, which is same as 1 into 3 into 7, because if I take LHS 1 into 3 into 7, which is, so 1 into 3 has value 3, and here 1 into 3 which is 3, this is multiply 7, 3 into 7, 21, 21 when divided by 10 we will get remainder 1, and RHS is 1 into 3 into 7, which is equal to 1, as it is 3 into 7 is 21, and 21 when divided by 1, which is again 1, so 1 into 1 is again 1, means LHS is equal to RHS, means what? U of n is associative. Now existence of identity. So what is the definition for identity element? So A into E is equal to A, then we say that E is the identity element, right? So here what is the identity element of 1? Identity of 1 is 1, and next identity of 3. So 3 multiplied by 1, then we will get again 3. Next 7 multiplied by 1, we get 7. 9 multiplied by 1, again we get 9, means, and 1 is identity element in U of 10, and inverse. So inverse, so what is the definition for inverse? So A star B is equal to identity, then we say that B is an inverse. B is inverse element of A, inverse of A, right? So here in composition table we see that here 1 into 1 is equal to 1 means, so inverse of element exists, because so I take elements and in next I will take this is inverse. So I take element 1, 3, 7, 9 to find out inverse. So we see that here A into B is equal to identity, then what we say that B is the inverse element of A. So 1 into 1 is equal to 1. So 1 is, this 1 is the inverse of 1. So inverse of 1 is 1. Now 3 into 7 is 1, because A into B is equal to identity. Here identity element is 1, right? So here 3 into 7 is equal to identity, means what? Inverse of 3 is 7. So inverse of 3 is 7. Next in 7, so here I get identity element, right? So 7 into 3 is equal to 1, means what? Inverse of 7 is nothing but 3. So inverse of 7 is 3. Next 9 into 9 is equal to 1, right? So multiplication of these two numbers is 1. So what will I say here? Inverse element of 9 is 9. So inverse of 9 is 9, means all the property is satisfied, means what? U of 10 forms the group, right? Therefore hence U of 10 forms an abelian group. U of n forms abelian group with respect to multiplication modulo n. With respect to multiplication modulo n. Right? Let's see another example. Define binary operation star. Define binary operation star on G's set of integer as follows: as A star B is equal to A plus B minus 3 for A, B belongs to set of integer. Show that G is abelian group. Show that G is an abelian group. So here A star B is defined by A plus B minus 3, and we have to show that this forms abelian group. So first check it forms the group, means first here we have given binary operation star on Z, which is A star B is equal to A plus B minus 3. So here obviously we see that AB belongs to set of integer, then A plus B minus 3 again belongs to set of integer, means star is defined on set is binary operation. Now let's check another three properties, which is associativity, existence of identity, and existence of inverse. If these three properties satisfy, then we see that G forms group. And next we will check which is abelian group, means what? If I take any two elements A and B belongs to Z, then A star B is equal to B star A, then which is abelian group. So let's check solution. Here given A star B is equal to A plus B minus 3, where A, B belongs to Z, and star is given binary operation. So here first check it is associativity. So first associativity I will check. For associativity I will take three elements. So for all A, B, C belongs to set of integer, then we have what we have. So a plus b, sorry, here operation is star, so I will take a star b star c is equal to, so a star b star c is equal to, so I will apply. So we know that a star b has value a plus b minus 3, means a star b is addition of these two elements minus 3. So I will apply this for this bracket. So a star b is a plus b minus 3, and again I will apply c. So a star b is addition of a and b minus 3. So here a plus b minus 3. Again this is first element and this is second element. Then by using definition, so here a star b is nothing but addition of these two elements minus 3. So again a plus b minus 3, and this is second element c. So addition of these two elements again minus 3. So a plus b minus 3 plus c again minus 3. So after solving this, a plus b plus c, and here minus 6. And so RHS a star b star c is equal to a star. So what is b star c? So b star c is a star b is a addition of these two elements minus 3. So b star c is b plus c minus 3. So this is first element and this is second element. Then by using again same definition, a star b is equal to addition of these two elements minus 3. So a star b plus c is equal to b plus c minus 3 is equal to addition of these two elements minus 3. So a plus b plus c minus 3 again minus 3. So which is equal to a plus b plus c minus 6. So this is equation 1 and this is equation number 2. Therefore from 1 and 2 we get, so from 1 and 2 what we get, a star b star c is same as a star b star c, right? Means what? Star is associative. Therefore star is associative. Now next, to find out identity element. Now second is identity element. So what is the definition of identity? Suppose, so for all a belongs to G, there exists identity against belongs to G such that, how to exist? By using definition, a star e is equal to a star e is equal to a. So we have a star b is equal to a plus b minus 3. So I will replace in this equation b by identity. So what will we get? A plus, so I will replace a star b, so I will replace by b by e. So we will get a plus e minus 3, which is equal to a. So by cancellation law, a will be cancelled. So by cancellation law, so what will we get? A will get cancelled. So finally we get e is equal to 3 is identity element. Now to find out inverse. So inverse, third number, inverse. So what is definition for inverse? So for all a belongs to G, there exists b belongs to G. So b be the inverse. So I will take for all a belongs to G, there exists inverse of a, say b which belongs to G, such that, how to exist? A star b is equal to identity. So identity element here is 3, right? Therefore here a star b is a plus b minus 3. So here I will write a plus b minus 3 which is equal to, so what is identity here? 3. So which is equal to 3, because this is the definition of existence of identity, means existence of inverse, means for all A belongs to G, then there exists inverse of A, say B, which again belongs to G, such that A star B is equal to identity. So we have identity is 3. So A plus B minus 3 is equal to 3. So after solving it for B, what will we get? B is equal to, so here I will write here A and minus 3 on right hand side. So minus A plus 3 and this again plus 3. So it's solving for B. So B is equal to 6 minus A is the inverse of element A, because here addition of these two elements. So addition of these two elements will get identity. So B is equal to 6 minus A is the inverse element. So which again belongs to G is the inverse of A, is inverse of A. Now last to check, it is abelian group. So here it satisfies all three properties: associativity, existence of identity, existence of inverse. Means what we say, G under binary operation star forms group. Now let's check it is commutative or not. Therefore it satisfies all three properties. Therefore we say that G is group. Now to check it is commutative. So now to check it is abelian or not. Now let's last condition, commutativity or abelian group. Abelian group or condition of abelian. So let's check abelian group. So for A, B belongs to G, then we have, so what we have, A star B has value A plus B minus 3 and B star A is equal to, so A star B means what, addition of these two numbers minus 3. So B star A is B plus A minus 3. So which is same, means what, A star B is same as B star A. So this is A star B is equal to B star A, means what, this is property for commutativity. Hence what we say, star is commutative on G, means hence G is an abelian group. G is an abelian group, right? Let's see another example. Let G defined by Q minus singleton 1. Q minus singleton 1. Define binary operation star on G. Define binary operation star on G as A star B is equal to A plus B plus A into B for A, B belongs to G. Show that G is abelian group. Show that G is abelian group. So to show G is abelian group means what? First to check all four properties, which is first associativity, existence of identity, existence of inverse, and last commutativity property. If all these properties satisfy, then we say that G is an abelian group. So let's check first associativity, because it is well defined binary operation. So solution, first associativity. So for all A, B, C belong to G, and consider now A star B star C is equal to, we know that A star B is addition of these two elements plus multiplication of these two. So A star B is A plus B plus A into B, here star C. So again this is first element, this is second element. Then by using definition, A star B is addition of these two elements plus multiplication of these two elements. So here addition of these two elements, A plus B plus AB plus C plus multiplication of these two elements, A plus B plus AB into C. So after solving, what will we get? So A plus B plus C plus A into B plus A into C plus B into C plus A into B into C. So this is LHS. And what is RHS? So A star B star C is equal to A star. So B star C is, so I will replace A star B by B star C. So in this equation, so A star B is addition of these two numbers plus multiplication of these two numbers. So B star C will be in bracket addition of these two numbers B plus C plus multiplication of these two numbers B into C. So which is equal to, so again this is first element and this is second element. So A star B is addition of these two numbers plus multiplication. So A addition of these two numbers A plus B plus C plus B into C plus multiplication of these two numbers A into B plus C plus B into C. So after solving this, A plus B plus C plus B into C plus A into B plus A into C plus A into B into C. This is equation 1. This is equation 2. So from 1 and 2, so RHS is same, A plus B plus C plus AB, AC, BC and A into B into C. Therefore from 1 and 2 we get, what will we get? A star B star C is equal to A star B star C, means star is associative. Therefore star is associative. Right. Now next condition, identity. So for identity, so existence of identity. So for what is definition? So for all A belongs to G, then there exists again identity again belongs to G such that, how to exist? A star E is equal to A. So here A star E is the identity element, and what we have defined here, A star B is equal to A plus B plus A into B. So in this equation I will replace B by identity E. Then what will we get? So here in this equation I will replace B by E. So A plus E plus A into E is equal to A as it is. So I have to find value of A, right? So here I will take E as a common in this equation. So we will get 1 plus A, which is equal to, so A will get cancelled, which is equal to 0. So here Q minus singleton minus 1, right? So here so this is the group G which does not have minus 1. So here A is not equal to minus 1, that implies, so after solving this we get E is equal to 0 is identity element. E is equal to 0 is the identity element. Now to find out inverse of every element in G. So third, inverse. So what is definition? For all A belongs to G, then inverse of A say B again belongs to G such that, how to exist? A star B is equal to identity, which implies that, so A star B is defined by A plus B plus AB. So A plus B plus A into B is equal to, so what is value of identity? Identity is 0. So I will solve it for B. So I will take B as common between these two, and I will take transfer A to right side, we will get minus A. So I will take common B into 1 plus A, which is equal to minus A. So after solving it for b, then we get b is equal to minus a upon 1 plus a, again belongs to g. So this is the inverse element of a. Therefore inverse of a is minus a upon 1 plus a. So inverse of a is minus a upon 1 plus a, again belongs to g. Therefore inverse of every element exists in g. Means here first associativity property satisfies, identity element satisfies, and inverse of element is satisfied. Now next, last to check which is abelian group or not. Therefore what we say, g under binary operation star forms group. Now to check abelian group, so condition of abelian, which is commutativity. Therefore now a star b, so a star b has value a plus b plus a into b, and a star, sorry, here b star a is equal to, so a star b is addition of these two numbers plus multiplication of these two numbers. So b star a is b plus a plus b into a, so both are same, so a plus b plus ab, so here a plus b plus ab, so therefore a star b is same as b star a, right? Means what? Star is commutative means, therefore star is abelian group. So what we say, g under binary operation star is an abelian group, right? So this is the proof of that example. So here defined by g is equal to q minus singleton minus 1, defined by a star b is equal to a plus b plus a into b. Let's see another example. So example is, let G, which is general linear group of all 2 by 2 matrices over the entries R, be the set of all 2 by 2 non-singular matrices, show that G forms group under multiplication, G forms group under multiplication matrices. G forms group under multiplication of matrices. So let's see the solution. Now before that, we know that what is general linear group. In general, so general linear group of all n by n matrices over the entries R, which is the set of all matrices whose order is n by n, such that, or here we have given 2 by 2 matrices, so I will take 2 by 2 matrix. So set of all 2 by 2 matrices A, B, C, D, such that A, B, C, D belongs to R, and so this is matrix A, and determinant A is always non-zero. This is the property for set of all 2 by 2 matrices over the entries in real number. Now to show this forms group under operation multiplication. So let's see. So here G is general linear group of all 2 by 2 matrices over the entries R, so which is of the form, so this is general linear group of all 2 by 2 matrices over the entries R, and this is group G. Now if I will take two matrices, so A, B, which belongs to general linear group of all 2 by 2 matrices over the entries R, then their multiplication again forms 2 by 2 matrix, again which is non-zero. So here determinant will be non-zero. Then what will we get? Here A, B belongs to general linear group, then what will I say? So determinant A, which is non-zero, and determinant B again non-zero. Then determinant A and B which is equal to, so what is the property of determinant A into B, which is equal to determinant A into determinant B. So determinant A is non-zero, B is non-zero, means what? Both are non-zero. Implies that, what will I say? A into B also belongs to general linear group of all 2 by 2 matrices over the entries R, means what? So closureness property is satisfied. So closureness property satisfied. Now next check associativity. We know that matrix multiplication is associative. We know that matrix multiplication is associative. Matrix multiplication is associative. Now next we find inverse. So sorry, identity element. So we know that every matrix, so the identity matrix will be 1 0 0 1. So the identity matrix I will say I, which is 1 0 0 1, belongs to G, because G is non-zero determinant. So here determinant I is equal to 1, which is non-zero, since determinant of I is equal to 1, which is non-zero. So I is equal to 1 0 0 1 is identity matrix. Now inverse. Also the inverse matrix of A is, so we know that the property, so when inverse of the matrix exists, if determinant A is non-zero, then inverse of matrix can be defined by, so here also the fact that determinant of A inverse, which is equal to 1 upon determinant of A. Here determinant A is non-zero, so 1 upon determinant A is again non-zero, right? So which implies that determinant A, which is non-zero, then what we say, determinant of A inverse also non-zero, hence every element in G has inverse element in J. Hence what will we say? Hence every element or every matrices in G has an inverse. Every matrices in G has an inverse matrix, means what? All 4 properties satisfies. So what we say? So it is close. Next, associativity property satisfies. I is equal to 1 0 0 1 is the identity element. Next, inverse of every matrices exists. So G forms group. So G forms group. Since matrix multiplication, which forms group under operation multiplication. But here this multiplication is not commutative, because A into B, which is not same as B into A. So since matrix multiplication is not commutative. So it is not commutative means what we say, that G under binary operation star is not abelian group. So it forms group but not abelian group. So G is non-abelian group. Therefore G is non-abelian group. Right? So we will stop here. In next lecture we will see elementary properties of group, that is uniqueness of identity and uniqueness of inverse. Thank you.